Tina. I bring you lots of healthy, delicious, yummy. Today, I am going to show you how to make a German pancake. Not those ones that blow up or anything. This pancake was shown to me by a girl that I used to go to high school. And her mother was German, and her grandmother that raised her was German. And whatever they had is whatever they made. So it's going to be a potato pancake, okay? A potato pancake. And it's usually traditionally served depending on the region of Germany, depending on the crops, depending on what was going on there. It would have apples. Sometimes it will be served with smoked salmon. But what I am going to do is I am going to be serving it with mango and those wonderful, delicious pomegranate seeds. And that's how I'm going to serve mine. You know, we're in Florida, so why not, right? All right, so the first thing we're going to do, even though this is an Italian kitchen and even I'm Italian, you know, I just love to go around the world and show you different foods and how to make them. See this beautiful parsley, boy, we're going to be using them because tomorrow, we are going to be going to Lebanon and I'm going to show you how to make a tabbouleh. But today is Germany. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put on the fadale. The fadale. I don't know how to say it in German, fadale, but I know how to say this. Because her mother would always say to me, even though she didn't speak very good English, and I didn't speak any German, she would teach me how to say, Ich liebe dich. Ich liebe dich, which it means, I love you. Isn't that beautiful? She would always say to me, Ich liebe dich, Elena. Okay, so now the first thing that you need to do is you need to get, and I do have a recipe, and I wrote it down a long time ago, and I found it, and I thought, oh my gosh, I got to share this with you guys. And this is truly, truly, truly from my girlfriend's grandmother's recipe that raised her. Okay, so what I have here is, I have 2 potatoes that I have grated, and then what I did is let me show you what I did. I took a container and I filled this, and then I put my potatoes in here, and then I filled it up with water. Okay? Now, if you're not using organic potatoes, you may see some discoloration. If you're using some organic potatoes, depending on the potato, I'm using russet potatoes, okay? And then what I did is I rinsed it very, 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 very well. So this is where we're at right now. Okay. So you could grate your potatoes and leave them overnight. And that's exactly what I did. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this to the side because we're going to be using this. So I'm going to put that to the side. So in the original recipe, it doesn't have a jalapeno, but I have a lot of jalapeno. So I am going to elevate this wonderful German pancake, this German potato pancake, and I'm going to pack it with flavor. You know, for me, it's all about flavor. Not that it did not have flavor, eh? It has flavor. She has flavor. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I have chopped, I have a half an onion, thinly chopped. I did it yesterday, so I will not be crying all over, sneezing all over. So I have a half a finely chopped onion. Finely chopped onion. 2 shredded potatoes. Okay? So far with me? We're going to be utilizing 2 eggs. Okay? Alrighty? And then, of course, we are going to be bringing here, I have left 2 little guys left. That's what's left in 2 weeks. Look how wonderful they have lasted for 2 weeks. Remember I told you, you can cut them over here, you can put them on the ground, and you can have green onions. I'm not growing green onions because look what I've been doing. You see my beautiful, well, this one is about ready to go into the ground. So we need to go find a pot for it because my pots are full of vegetables. And we're going to be using this guy. So now I am going to have you look at him, how beautiful he is. It just starts out with 1 tiny little seed or a bunch of seeds. And this is what you have, beautiful, organic, wonderful organic parsley. And parsley is very good for your health. So I'm going to move this out of the way to have some more room. All right, we'll put it right over here to make it look pretty so I can look at it. Okay, so now, let me bring this over here. Okay, so now, let me go back to what we were doing, because if not, I get sidetracked. You know me. All right, so we have, the garnish to this really is applesauce or apples, whatever they had in hand at that time. But we have 2 shredded potatoes. We have some parsley. Sometimes they would use parsley. Sometimes, you know, she would talk to me through her daughter because she didn't speak English and I didn't speak German. So this is a really true from her family recipe. This beautiful German potato pancake that, like I said, is normally served with smoked fish or apples, whatever they had in hand. But in this case, we're in Florida. It's all about mango and this wonderful, beautiful red seeds that are so good for you. Oh my God. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to use one chive that I'm going to be using it with my sour cream, because I am going to do traditional. I'm just going to use a little bit of sour cream. You don't want to use sour cream? No problema. There's no problem. You have a Greek yogurt, okay? Greek yogurt. And then I also have, you know, my wonderful little, my arugula. My arugula, look at that, guys. Look how big my arugula is. You see how tall my arugula is? Oh, it is so delicious. It's delicious. Okay, so now I am going to take my little green onion. All right, so let me give you everything that's going to be gone in here. It's going to be 1 chopped green onion, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. My tiny little flour came in after 2 months of waiting for it. And I'm using all-purpose baking flour, gluten-free. That's what I'm using. I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of this. I'm going to use a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and some wonderful, I'm going to grate some nutmeg. And then we have a half an onion. We have the potatoes. Okay, I think we're good. Alrighty, so, you know, this is a girl that I met in high school, and we just instantly hit it off. I had 2 very good friends in high school. To this day, I'm still friends to them. It's amazing what life, you know, how life goes. So what I'm doing is I am just going to get all the yucky stuff out of the green onion. You know, an onion gives it a lot of flavor. And I would go to her house, you know, when I moved from Pittsburgh to Florida, I was 16 years old, and my English was not a good at all, eh? I had a very thick accent. And sometimes I can talk with a thicker accent, but if I want to. So anyways, you know, she would invite me over to her house. And the interesting thing is that her father was Italian. Her mother was this beautiful, tall, blonde lady with the most beautiful blue eyes. And my girlfriend had the same thing, blonde hair and blue eyes. And her father was a beautiful Italian man. And he was a jazz player. And he had records. Oh yeah, he was one of those famous dudes. And she would invite me over to her beautiful home in, oh gosh, what was that called? Snow Isle. And all for those people that know St. Pete. And her mom would make this, you know, whenever I would go over, her mom would want me to have all this wonderful deliciousness. But, you know, I've never had a German food, so that was my introduction to German food, and she would make these crepes. Oh my God. You know, I did not write the recipe for the crepes, but I wish I would have. She would make these amazing crepes. But one thing that I really loved was this potato pancake, because it was just amazing to me. All right, so I have 1 green onion. I have my half of regular onion in here. Alrighty, put that in the sink. I got my 2 eggs going on there. And then what I want to do, guys, is, you know, she will not use parsley, okay? I think the parsley comes from my side, and maybe I am paying respect to Rosemary's, oops, okay, I said her name, but you don't know her last name. anyways, to her father, to the Italian father. So there goes a little bit of, you know, and if, you know what, it's not about measuring, okay? We're not measuring. Make it very simple. I already told you that it's going to be 2 tablespoons of this. So you don't have to take out your cup, you don't have to go through all that craziness. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my 2 eggs. Remember what I told you about the eggshells? That's why everything grows like crazy over here, because of the eggshells, you know? I'm telling you, these farmers are smart. All right, let me wash my hands real quick. All right. All right, so now we have here the 2 eggs, the parsley, the onions. We're doing very, very good. All right, so how much salt and pepper? I would say, depending on how much you want, I would just probably use about a teaspoon to a tablespoon. I am going to be using Mr. Jalapeno because I have a lot of jalapenos and I need to use my jalapenos. Okay, you know how I am about salt. You know, salt, you know, teaspoon, you know, okay, just a little bit more and a little bit on the shoulder for good luck. You know, I don't know why, but I don't believe in luck. I believe that we create everything we want out of our life. So if we concentrate in negative, guess what we're going to get? More negative. But if we concentrate on the positive, that's exactly what we're going to get, is more positive. Okay, that's enough about that. All right, let me remove my little cup because I want to keep everything clear of the decks. Clear the decks. All right, so there comes my jalapeno, and I hope I'm not going to cry. Oh my goodness. These guys, I'm telling you, you know, they come right out of my plant. And I have posted pictures of my plant. And it's, you know, I've had jalapeno peppers like this when I have gone to the Spanish markets. But when I have gone to the regular stores and they're not organic, it just doesn't burn it just doesn't burn to me. But I may be very, very wrong. Let me put this in my little cup over here, wash my hands. Okay. So, you know, I would go to her house and, you know, I was bullied a lot when I was younger. I was bullied a lot in high school. You know, being from a different country, you don't speak the language, you can't defend yourself. And if that would have been Argentina, they would have had their butts kicked. You know, my brother and I, you know, we were, they called us terremoto. Hurricanes, because anybody that messed with my brother or anybody messed with me, you know, the neighborhood kids, we were, oh yeah. And you know what, we really did not have a lot of bloody noses, okay? So we were more peaceful. And for me, it was all about the animals, you know, and my husband calls it, what does he call me? He says, squirrel, because we will go somewhere and I will see this beautiful tree and I will go, oh my God, look at the tree. And my husband will go, squirrel. Because, you know, we were supposed to go somewhere else and I would always stop. So, you know, guys, we were going to chop these jalapeno. You don't have to have a jalapeno, but I am elevating. And it's been years since I've seen my friend and her mom and her dad. And I pray that they're fine. I know that they're living in Miami. All right, so now we have, okay, so now we do the 2 tablespoons of... and for this, guys, a 2 tablespoons. And her mom, let me tell you this. Her mom never measured either, eh? No, 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 no. The measurements that I have here is because I would watch her. And I would watch how she would just open the drawer like I did and take out her spoon. And she would just go whoop and whoop. And that's it. That's it. So that was the measuring, all right? That was the measuring. All right, do I need to cut anything else? No, I don't. I can clear the decks now. All right, so now we are back to here. All right, so nutmeg. You know, it's underutilized. Including it's underutilized. All right, so if you don't want to go through the trouble that I'm going to go through because it gives it a better flavor. You know, nutmeg is this little cute little thing. Look how cute that is. I got to see nutmeg grow wild in Costa Rica, and that was the most coolest thing. So guys, you know, organic nutmeg. If you don't want organic nutmeg and you don't want to go through this process, you can always buy, you know, the other stuff. Okay, but we're not going to talk about the other stuff. All right, so I got my little nutmeg. I'm just going to keep it on the side because, excuse me. Whoa, that was from the jalapeno. My goodness gracious. And I just cleaned all the floors. Okay, so now what I have here is we're going to be using some baking powder. And let's see, what did she use on the bed? Okay, and I watched what she did. Okay, she took a little spoon like this, like so, like a little spoon, and she just did a half a teaspoon with it. And I'm going to do the same identical thing. Very simple, you know, just drop, 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 boom, 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 voila, it's done. All right, so now we are going to do the nutmeg. And, you know, nutmeg gives it such an incredible flavor. Okay, how much nutmeg? I don't know. I just would see her do this and that was it. You know, I just used a little bit, you know, depends on how much nutmeg you want. Okay, so we are listening to actually some German music. So I'm going to teach you a German word. It's I love you in German, okay? Because she would always say this to me. She would say, Ich liebe dich. So for all my German friends that are watching, blessings to you, blessings to Germany, blessings to all of you. We're all praying for everybody in all our countries. All right, so we are done with this, out of the way. All right, so now comes the start of our show, the potatoes. As you can see, it's been draining, but I need this to be drained more. And she would just grab a regular towel, guys, and she would just dump it on here like so. I'm gonna put this away in the sink. And she would tell me, you have to really dry it, okay? And you have to, oh, you see this, put some muscle in the muscle. See, that's how I keep my muscles. Boys, I water my garden and I plant. So keep squeezing, okay? Because we don't want any soggy potatoes. She had a big hand, and boy, she could just really squeeze the heck out of anything. All right, I think that's good enough. And now I'm gonna take this out of the way, get it out of your way. And we are going to put it right like so. She was a lot better than I am, but you know, this is how it is. Okay, so now there are some of these little guys on here. And we're just not going to be using these guys. There's only a few. All right. So now we got all this wonderfulness, right? All right, then she would just take a big spoon. She would actually use the same spoon. And she would just mix it all together. Mix it all together like so. Like so. You know, I know that, and what happened is potato pancakes, it's, you know, it was a peasant food. And then now, you know, throughout Europe, you can get, well, I don't know if throughout Europe, maybe I'm speaking to something that I don't know, no facts here. Definitely in Germany, you can get, you know, they still have these, but it was a peasant food out of necessity. Potatoes were cheap. I'm sorry, inexpensive, and so they would, you know, they would use what they had, and especially, you know, with a famine in a lot of countries, you know, we think that we have it bad this year. I mean, I know there's a lot of people are really suffering right now, and I cannot concentrate on that because I cannot pray for them if I'm there. I have to, when I pray for people, I pray for total healing, and then I see them already completely healed, and that's how I like to do things, you know. Okay, so now you can see how beautiful this is. Look how beautiful this is. It's not runny, it's not all yakety yakety. All right, you see that? Look how beautiful that is. You got your eggs, you got a little bit of flour, you know, and if you were to look this up, you know, some recipes, they call for like a whole entire half a cup of flour and all this other, and you don't really need a lot of flour, because for what I understand, from my girlfriend's mama and from her grandmother that taught her, that raised her. It's all about the potato, okay? Because lots of times, you know, they may not have a lot of eggs, and then depending on what time of what time that happened, I kind of like a little bit of much more black pepper on mine, so I'm just going to add a little more black pepper. So again, this is a German dish that it's a true authentic dish. And I have elevated it. I want to show you how I've done my plate, because once I get them out of this, I'm going to put them in this beautiful plate. You'll see pictures, and then I will serve it with this, and then just a little dollop that I am going to go next. And you know what? Let me put this on the side, even though it's got the eggs. I forgot to get to my other thing. You see, I get so excited. All right, so now what I want to do is this little guy, I'm going to chop this little guy. And what I'm going to do is, you could use this with sour cream. And I love sour cream, but we're trying to be a little healthier, okay? And even though this is potato, you know, it's not like I'm going to eat the whole entire thing. And the thing about this, guys, is I'm going to be serving this for, let's see, right now it's 10 o'clock. By the time I'm done, it'll be closer to lunch. So we're going to probably have this for lunch with a little bit of the kichari, with a little bit of that salad. I want you to know that, you know, we eat here what we make, and we don't throw nothing away. Okay, so now let me get a little bowl. Me and my little bowls. Aspetta. I'm going to get my beautiful Greek yogurt, my organic Greek yogurt. And since we're not cooking anything, it's full of a wonderful, you know, bacteria in here that is very, very good for you. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my little guys in there. I'm not going to, well, I was going to use some for garnish, but you know what? I have my arugula for the garnish, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, so now I have here, I'm going to probably just use maybe 2 teaspoons Greek yogurt and green onion. All right, so if you want to duck this up, by all means add a little bit of black pepper. And what I'm going to do to kind of carry the flavor through, and you know what, and you guys don't have to, is I am just going to add just a tiny bit of this our marvelous, wonderful, underused nutmeg seeds. All right, so now, and it's just going to have like a little dollop on it. Okay, so now I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, because now I'm going to show you what we're going to do with those pancakes. I'll be right back. Oh, wait a minute. Hold your horses. While I'm going there, I'll take my yogurt. So that way we keep everything nice and cold and nothing to make us sick. Now, traditionally, it's not served with yogurt. Traditionally, you would serve with sour cream, but I'm not doing the sour cream because we're doing the healthy thing. All right, I'm going to remove these out of here. All right, guys, let me bring this over here. And I am now going to be bringing you on this side. So, excuse the mess. You know, this is a working kitchen. You know what I mean? Okay, come on, guys. Let's go for a ride. Woo! Look what a beautiful day it is out there. Okay, here we are. And I bring you right here. All right, let me turn the light on. All right, can you guys see? I hope I didn't make anybody sick. All right, I just want to make sure that you guys are going to see. You know, where's my glasses? I don't have my act together this morning. I cannot see nothing. Okay, let me see. Let me bring it down. You don't have to see me because I want you to see the pan. Okay, I think you can see the pan. All right, good job. All right, so what she would do is she will not fill this up with oil. Okay, she will not fill it up with oil. But what she would do is she would put a little bit of olive oil. And I think the reason that olive oil part, I think it's because, you know, maybe being married to her husband, I really don't know if in Germany they use the olive oil or not. I don't know, and I apologize if I'm not doing it right for those beautiful, beautiful German, beautiful people, because to me everybody's beautiful, because God loves everybody, because God created everybody. All right, so as you can see, I didn't use a lot of olive oil, but I'm gonna keep some good olive oil on the side. I have a plate over here, I have a little bit of paper, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do clumps. You're gonna grab one of these guys, very simple, very easy. You know, guys, it doesn't have to be hard. Let me grab a spatula, that's what that's called, spatula. And I'm just gonna get it, you know, just a little bit oiled like so. And I'm just going to wait for my oil to get, remember what I taught you, you know, the little bit of salt. And there's no live action right now yet. Hello, you're waking up. I have it on medium, okay? So, in the meantime, you know, we have these beautiful potatoes. Oh my God. These beautiful potatoes. And you should smell them. It smells wonderful. All right, and what I'm going to do is what she would do, guys, is she would just take a mount like so. She didn't have one of these, okay? And she would just make them in mounts. Because, you know, you got to have substance. And I'm just going to make 3. All right? So now, let me rinse my hands. Oh, how wonderful! La, 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 la. We got to have fun, guys. We got to have fun, guys, because we're alive. And, you know, we got to continue the prayers, and we need to continue to take care of ourselves. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. So you can see what's going on here. You see how beautiful they are? And don't touch them. And don't touch them. She would tell them, don't touch them, because what you want them is you want them to get nice and crispy on the bottom. And you want them to cook. So you know, you want them to cook. You don't want them to be mushy. So you want them nice and crispy. And although, you know, we want to, and you can do this, you can just kind of go like this, you know, like that. All right. Just tell them not to touch each other. We have to have social distance. Okay, even with you potatoes, we have to have social distance. All right. Oh, they look beautiful. Don't they look beautiful? Well, I'm not done yet. And I hope that you guys are trying some of my recipes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check, you know, make sure you get underneath, because sometimes, you know, they get a little, and I'm using a non-stick pan, and even with a non-stick pan, sometimes, you know, and she did not have a non-stick pan. She would just use a regular pan, and how didn't stick, I have no idea. I think what she did is she would just let it, what happens is when they stick, is because it's not done yet, okay? That's why it sticks. I think that when it's finally cooked, it finally releases itself. You know, I'm not a chef, I'm just a little Italian woman sharing these wonderful recipes from around the world with you guys. Hi Nick, how are you? I see you. All right, so let's continue. All right, so now we're going to flip them. Oh, look at that golden. And just one little, oh, it smells wonderful in here, guys. It smells wonderful in here. Oh my God, and you want these to be nice and crispy. The reason that they would use the applesauce, it will cut through the grease of the potato. So I don't, and sometimes they will cook the potato on lard. You know, when they would slaughter an animal, and I'm very sorry for those vegetarians that are hearing this, you know, they would use the lard, they would use the entire animal, so the entire animal never went to waste, including the feet, including the nose, including everything. So it was always lard. But you know, we have grown now, and lard is not bad as long as you use it very sparingly, eh? No, I didn't say nothing, eh? All right, so now I'm going to turn it over again. I want a nice golden crisp. Oh, look at that. Because I really want to show you how I finish. I mean, I really want to show you how I'm going to finish this, okay? Can you guys see how beautiful they look? All right, let me see. Because when I look at the video after I videotape, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, where were you, Elena? See how beautiful they are, guys? Okay, oops. I lost you for a minute because my phone did not like that. My phone doesn't, for some reason, my phone doesn't like heat. I'm coming down here because I want you to watch. Okay, so nice and crispy. So now they kind of look like they're nice and done. I'm kind of being a little rough with them because, you know, I'm trying to rush over here because, you know, I do have other things to do. I take care of a lot of people, including my husband. All right, so now let me grab my beautiful plate. And he cannot wait. So I'm just going to give him two. Look at that. Let me move that out of the way. Okay, come with me, guys. Come with me. You see that? You see that? Do I have you hungry yet? Okay. All right, aspetta. Aspetta, because now I got to make it pretty, for you guys. All right, so now I am going to take a dollop and put it right like so. Oh my God, look how well I did that. I don't know what that is called when they use the 2 spoons. But to me, I'm impressed. Aren't you impressed? True German potato pancakes. Healthy way. Look how lovely that is. All right, guys. It's come to the end now. Let me get myself up so I can say my see you laters. Get your parsleys ready for tomorrow. Get your farro ready for tomorrow. Because tomorrow we're going to Lebanon. And I am going to show you how to make this amazing, wonderful Lebanon salad. Because this is all about healthy week, going to different countries and learning from the people. Because you know what? After all, we all want to be loved. We all want to be taken care of. We all want to be kissed. We all want. All right, because I have this wonderful little arugula here. I have some mint that I put in here because mint is very good for digestion. And why not add some of my beautiful arugula into my little beautiful pancakes to make it more healthier. Oh, my husband is going to be one lucky man. He always tells me, I am a lucky boy. There you go, guys. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. And this is Around the World Week with me, 5 days, bringing you all this wonderful, healthy food. And we will become healthier together. And I want to wish you a beautiful day. I bring you love and good eating and healthy eating from Mia Cucina to your cucina. I'm Elena Jones, and thank you so much for watching. Mwah, 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 baby. Mwah, mwah. I love you. I love you. I love you. Take care of yourself. Take care of your children. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you. Ciao, ciao, belly. Enjoy your breakfast. I'm going to go serve it to my husband now. Okay, guys. Ciao, ciao. La, 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 la. Look at that. Woo, woo.